Thanks God-fearing brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Good morning. It's KCHW Morning Show. It is Friday, May 10th. Do you believe it's May 10th already?
No, not at all.
Do you believe Chihuahua's Got Talent is tomorrow?
Wow, it came up so fast.
So fast. And I think we're ready. I think we have a good plan, a good team, and I think it's going to be a great show. And I think if you don't have your tickets yet, you should go get them right now. You want to tell us where do you want to tell us where to get those, Scott?
So you can get them all sorts of places. You've got the newspaper, all right? You can go see Jared and Andrea and get some tickets there at the Chihuahua Independent. Also, Valley Drug Company's got tickets, and Acres United Drug have tickets. So those are the ones if you want to get them in person. You can also do it online, kchw.org. There's links there to get your tickets, or you can go directly to chihuahuasgottalent.com and tickets as well there. If you're messing around Facebook this morning, watching the show, there's links on our Facebook page as well. So no reason you can't find them unless they run out.
There's one other really cool source. Yesterday's paper, the Chihuahua's Got Talent poster is the entire back page of the paper. Well, not quite. It's about 3/4 of the back page. There is a QR code on there, and on any poster around town, you can just point your camera at that QR code, and a link will come up that'll take you right to the link to buy those tickets.
All right, and then rumor was you're at the park today for opening day of the Chihuahua Farmers Market.
That is right. That's right.
And Chuck will have tickets too, which I think, personally, my choice, best place to get tickets is go see Chuck.
That's right. Come see me at the Farmers Market.
Do you have a problem with people touching you just because, oh, it's Chuck Ritchie, oh no, and maybe putting a hand on your shoulder or something? Is that okay?
Yeah. Brandon says we should have dolls made.
Somebody's going to take that Chuck Ritchie doll home and put some pinholes in it, though.
Right? I'm sure there's a few of those.
Yeah.
There always is.
Somebody probably poked mine in the head trying to deflate me.
You know, it became a running joke, sort of an inside joke for a little bit, because I was busy running around all the time. The Chuck sightings were everywhere, and then one day I was actually in the park not me, I don't know who it was, in the park in a Sasquatch suit, and people were joking around about, oh, I bet you that was probably Chuck. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I remember when the radio station just started, I was in the grocery store, and somebody did a double take at me, and they go, wait a minute, like 30 seconds ago, I was in my car, and you were on the radio, and I said, yeah, I work 24/7.
I've done that before where I'll go to the coffee shop or something and people will look at me and they're like, what? And then they look at their radio because I'm on the radio.
Yeah.
Doing the announcements. They're like, what kind of magic is this?
You're evil.
Sorcery.
It's like probably the only time, we've got one of those careers or hobbies where you can be two places at once sometimes. It's awesome.
That's right. Does this pay enough to be considered a career, Scott?
Yeah, I think at times it can. Maybe not in Chihuahua, but you're getting paid, so it's a career, Chuck.
I know it is. I'm just kidding. You
said it's the career you never knew you wanted.
That's right. My dream job I never knew I wanted. No, I love it though. I'm having a blast. It's great.
Good. And you can tell you're very excited, and you're very excited about tomorrow's show.
I am.
And you'll be able to see Chuck live on stage, and I'm sure you'll get nervous.
And but we're gonna be broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We have our plan all worked out, and for the first, I don't know, I'm gonna probably go out on a limb and say for the first time ever, we're actually gonna have a professional camera crew.
That is so cool because I get to watch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get to watch from Maine. That's gonna be so awesome.
We're not gonna do the multiple camera angles like I was wanting, but we're gonna have a guy with a gimbal, so we'll be able to pan around a little bit and get some
crowd shots and stuff like that.
Yeah,
nice.
No,
right,
we got a good plan going. I'm excited.
All right. And like I told you yesterday, no matter what the plan is, take it all in stride, because I've never done an event where it all goes off as planned. There's always something that pops up, and you just kind of go with the flow, because the real deal is being there in person, and it's not the same watching it. I mean, it's cool that we're making it available for people, but it's not the same as being there.
No.
And the real deal is the artists on stage. And so everything else, as long as you can take care of them and focus on them, everything else is kind of a moot point. And, like I said yesterday, we had one of the Chihuahua's Got Talents where the broadcast never went out because the computer exploded. And it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But the show went on, as they say.
The show must go on. And if you are watching online, I would encourage you can still go to ChihuahuasGotTalent.com. There is on the payment link to buy those tickets. In addition to the tickets, there is a button to donate $5 to the radio station. So if you're listening online, go ahead and click that button and maybe donate $5 to the station.
Can you change that amount once you're in there?
You can click that button as many times as you want.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, on our membership page too, there's that's another location off the website, and at the bottom there where you're signing up, you can get your membership online. There is a button to donate any amount.
There you go.
Whether that's $1 or what we dream of, like $1 million, you can do that.
Bill Gates, we're talking to you, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
Should we roll out weekend weather? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Weekend weather today, 82.
Right.
82. That gets a rim shot.
It's
82. Now, cut that almost in half for tonight, down to 49 with those clear skies. Tomorrow, all the way up to 84 with a mostly sunny day. It was supposed to be partly cloudy on Sunday. Now they've upgraded that to full sunshine and 84 again. Monday, partly cloudy now, 73. And that's just kind of a dip, because then you head back to partly to mostly sunny skies next week with temperatures in the upper 70s to 80 degrees.
Yep.
So... summer weather, I think, looking at the long-range forecast, pretty much here. They're looking toward the mid to later part of the month, maybe back down around 70, and slight chances of rain coming through, which we'll need. So hopefully that pans out and still happens. There you go.
And I'm no expert, but I would say, based on some of the things I've heard with people who are experts, it's time to go ahead and start putting those plants in the ground.
You haven't done that already?
Do you think?
I think you're late.
Yeah, my garden's all kind of in order this year. No.
I'm about 3 weeks behind you in weather, and I've got flowers coming up. So
I've got beautiful flowers coming up everywhere if you can see them through the weeds.
All right.
I was looking at my grass yesterday thinking, oh man, I really got it. Maybe Sunday, maybe if my wife will let me on Mother's Day, I'll go out and mow at least the front yard where the neighbors can see it. And I'm scratching my head like, how in the world am I going to get this down to a manageable level? It's almost to my knees already.
Wow.
It is insane.
Well, weeds have blossoms sometimes too, so
Right.
It can end up being pretty.
They can be beautiful.
That's right. What are we feeding the kids today, Chuck, for breakfast and lunch?
For breakfast, they have a bagel, yummy yogurts, fresh fruit, fruit juice, and their choice of milk with their breakfast, and cream cheese to go on that bagel. Then for lunch, we have what? Oh, gosh, I was looking at the wrong date. Hamburger with a bun, a hot dog, or French fries. It says variety of French fries. Does that mean they get the choice between like the McDonald's fries or the squiggly ones?
Or maybe some sweet potato fries?
Ooh, I love a good sweet potato fry. Fresh veggies, fresh fruit, pudding, and their choice of milk. There we go.
We covered the talent show, where to get your tickets. We'll talk about that again later and give it another plug before the end of the show. It's just kind of a warning. Don't forget, we also mentioned it too, Chuck, at the market today. It's your first season opener for the Chihuahua Farmers Market, 11 to 3:30 today. Awesome location at Chihuahua City Park. If you've never been there before, you need to go check it out. And, of course, Chuck will have tickets there today too.
Yep.
Let's see. The other couple things we had going on Saturday, a Gold Hill Trail work party from 9 to noon. That's the new trail up by the golf course, and we have a mushroom festival in Kettle Falls.
That's right.
So
That's right.
lots of stuff to do tomorrow.
There's plenty
and
of
the
time.
weather's going to be great. It's going to be like
It's
summer.
gonna be awesome, and there's plenty of time to go check out that mushroom festival and make it back here in time for Chihuahua's Got Talent.
That's right. All right. We also have on Sunday a few Mother's Day brunches around the area. They are, if you're curious about that, looking for one at the Rusty Putter, some others in the area, and those are available on the Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce website on their calendar. And our own Doug McQueen having a blues jam on Sunday at Fired Up, beginning at 4:00.
Very cool. Very cool. I do want to say one thing. So Wednesday we had the new manager from the farmers market on the show in the morning, and wonderful young man. I shouldn't say that. He's just a man. He
might be wonderful.
He's a full grown. He is wonderful. He's a full grown adult. I shouldn't say young man.
Okay.
Younger than most that run stuff around here. Really great guy. Good head on his shoulders. I'm really excited to see the stuff he's going to do with the market this year. And so far, I believe he said there's over 40 vendors already. There are 5 new food vendors this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's getting huge.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like that COVID dip is over and things are back in full swing and ready to go. And I'm really excited. The corner table from Springdale is going to be there this year as a regular at the market. Yeah, there's gonna be it's gonna be awesome. He said, yeah, there've been a lot more interest this year and a lot of people signing up.
All
So
right.
very cool. We even had an application mistakenly mailed to the radio station. Well, you guys talk about the market. Not us.
All right.
So yeah.
All right, a couple news headlines. Let's see. From the Yodel, just keep you on top of everything that's happening today. Maybe some of these got covered in the news. I wasn't listening to it. All right.
Neither was
Donald
I.
Trump's first up, Donald Trump's criminal hush money trial yesterday. Stormy Daniels' testimony came to a close, and Judge Merchan denied 2 motions from the defense. He also chastised the I think it was the defense for not stopping her and objecting to her testimony. Some of it did not apply to actually the case, and it was information I think the judge really didn't want the jury to hear about what happened in their encounter. He said it wasn't pertinent, but when she started, they should have objected, and they didn't, and I guess he kind of chewed him out for that. Experts say that could cause problems in the case and make it a mistrial.
Were they like details that were a little too much for public consumption?
Yeah, it's details I'd love to joke about, but I'm not gonna.
I don't. I'm going to say it. I agree with Trump's team on this one. I don't think we needed to hear that.
No.
For a variety of reasons.
He also denied the defense's motion to loosen Trump's gag order and another one to declare a mistrial over her graphic testimony. That could come back. Many cases against Trump have fallen apart this week with actions and inactions by our Supreme Court. Looks like the judge on the case of the fraud against New York State may have said some things he shouldn't privately, and now he's being investigated. And, of course, Judge Eileen Cannon on the classified documents case has stonewalled that case so it can never get to court before the election. And I think that's a crime against Americans, my opinion.
Absolutely.
I think we have a right to have that speedily fixed before the election and people knowing whether he's guilty or not and being able to that opinion. It's not going to happen.
No.
Let's move on to sports. In case you missed it, Cavaliers beat the top-seeded Celtics 118-94 in Game 2 of the NBA Conference semifinals. Celtics' Jaylen Brown called the unexpected loss unacceptable.
I thought you were going to say he called the unexpected loss unexpected.
Unexpected. Flights were grounded twice yesterday in Atlanta. Severe thunderstorms continue in the south. A Palestinian UN membership. UN General Assembly is scheduled to vote in favor of a Palestinian bid to become a full UN member. It will then send the application back to its Security Council to reconsider the bid favorably. Federal appeals court rejected Hunter Biden's motion to dismiss his criminal charges related to the possession of gun while using narcotics. His trial is scheduled to begin June 3rd. And Warner Brothers announced that there will be 2 more of the Lord of the Rings films. Andy Serkis, who played Gollum and Smeagol, will direct and star in one of them.
That's nice. Yes.
It makes Chuck happy, apparently.
My precious movies. Yes.
Let's see. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theater this weekend. It makes me want to beat my chest really hard.
Right?
Doctor Who premieres at 7 p.m. Eastern on Disney+. This must be a new one. Say it's a fresh era of the series.
I'm excited.
I hope there's more special effects. Yeah.
I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Well, the awful special effects are part of the show. That's part of that's part of the charm of the show. For 50 years, they've had the worst special effects, and fans love it for it.
Not me so much. I like my special effects. All right. Can you tell because all the sound effects I have?
Yeah.
I like special effects. All right. Let's see. NBA playoffs. Knicks play the Pacers, 7 p.m. Eastern, ESPN. Knicks lead the series 2-0. In the NHL playoffs, Panthers and the Bruins play at 7 p.m. Eastern on TNT. Their series tied 1-1. That makes it exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Just a couple others. This one, I'm going to save that for a second. Serious underwater mortgages on the rise throughout the United States. Southern states being hit harder with the biggest jump. And these aren't like, ocean bordering states that are going underwater. These are mortgages that people got with these new high interest rates. Many homes already 25% value, a loss of 25% of the value of the home loan.
Oh.
So people are already upside down in their homes.
Wow. Yeah. That's horrible. You see this all over the place. And I was worried about that because we had considered moving a few years ago as these prices were really starting to jump sky high. And we're like, man, I don't think this is a good time to move. And we even got pre-approved for a mortgage. And the mortgage guy was like, dude, you don't want to do this right now. And
that whisper in the back of your head, bad idea.
Yeah. And that was our biggest fear is with the way the prices jump so fast that if we bought a house at that point, sort of like what happened in 2008, I had a few friends that lost a lot because they were in these homes, and all of a sudden after that housing market collapsed, the price fell so low. They were, some of them $200,000 upside down in their loans. Their mortgage rates jumped and their payments doubled, and their house, they couldn't get out of their house because it wasn't worth it. The only thing a lot of people had to do was let it foreclose.
Yep. And that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me of today there was a news story out. I guess Tom Selleck has written a memoir, and I'm just going to tell people, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Don't support him. He was whining how Blue Bloods got canceled and how he might not be able to afford the new ranch he bought, but he's worth like $45 million.
Poor Tom Selleck.
Please, everybody, save the millionaires. And then I have no respect for a guy because Tom Selleck has a huge fan base of elderly people. Mm-hmm. And then what does he go and do? I mean, he sells out and starts doing TV commercials for reverse mortgages.
Whoa, yeah.
I mean, in my book, you can't get any lower. In fact, I thought the other day, it's horrible. You can't claim to be a nice person and do things like this,
right?
Which makes me want his mustache to catch fire,
right?
Yeah. Don't buy his book. Don't.
It's disappointing that, I mean, what a wonderful mustache gone to waste.
With great mustache comes great responsibility, and he's blown it.
Exactly, Tom. Not only that, the people left behind, the relatives of the people that get these reverse mortgages, they're the ones that really get the shaft in this whole thing.
Well, and a lot of times, parents buy these things with the idea of leaving something behind for their children, and then somebody else sneaks in. And it's bad enough the way the system's worked with healthcare that you can save your money and have your retirement, and then you can end up in an old folks home and lose it all. Have the state take it away from you if you get into poor health.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough ways to lose your money that you wanted to leave to your kids, and it's the same thing with reverse mortgage. You're in trouble, but you've just lost your dream of what you were going to leave behind for your kids or family members or something like that. And it's sad that our government, the way they work things in our country, allow this to happen because people work hard all their lives and then get it stuck to them at the end.
Put it under the mattress.
Yeah, I watched it happen to my parents, and I'm not bitter that I didn't get this, big windfall of cash that they told me I was always going to get when they left.
And become 100
happened. It never happened because by the time Dad was done with 8 years of critical care, their retirement was gone. So,
yeah.
Yay, healthcare! Whoop whoop.
I'm looking forward to the day I get to inherit that pile of debt. Woohoo!
So the other story I grabbed today is kind of based on health. And every now and then I'll see a story like that of something I didn't know, and I like to share it because I figure if I didn't know it, there's other people that didn't know it. And this story is a sad story of a couple that went to Maui on vacation. And the first day out, they went snorkeling, and the husband died because of a thing called ROPE, rapid onset pulmonary edema. Have you heard of this before, Chuck?
It sounds familiar. I know what edema is.
This is basically known as what they call drowning from the inside. And a swimmer's lungs will fill up with bodily fluids, reducing the organ's ability to deliver oxygen and leading to hypoxia.
Wow.
Sufferers panic, become weak, and often fall unconscious. The reason why they believe this happened to this gentleman is because he had just flown in an airplane. If he would have, because they were going to be in Hawaii for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And if they would have waited 3 days, they say this probably would have never happened to him.
Wow.
And he was kind of shaped like me.
You waited 3 days before he
went. A little bigger belly, probably not the healthiest individual on the planet. But they say this rope can be avoided, that you shouldn't go snorkeling, skin diving, something like that, after flying on a plane. You should wait 72 hours. So I just wanted to throw that out because people might have this dream of getting to Hawaii. I want to get there. The first thing I want to do is I want to go snorkeling. And that's the first thing you do, and something horrible happens. And if you have some health problems you might not be aware of even, they say you should wait a few days before you skin dive or go snorkeling. So I just wanted to share that because I didn't have a clue.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's I'm trying not to tell a joke about waiting after you eat.
Yeah. All right.
Funny.
So, those are the end of the news stories that I grabbed today. We'll move on to bits and breaks this morning.
I do have there's some sports news in there. I forgot to grab the paper with me. It's in the other room. The the Jenkins High School baseball team, they're in they're going through the championship tournament right now. Seeded number 1 in the state, undefeated in their division champs. They are killing it this year. Absolutely destroying it. And I believe this year, Sharon was saying that they only have 1 or 2 seniors on the team. So next year, this same team is going to be back. They're going to all be a year older, and they're going to have new juniors coming up. And watch out, Washington State. This baseball team next year is going to, they're already doing amazing things.
All right, go Cougs, right?
Yeah. They're looking like they might bring I don't want to jinx it, but looking like they might bring maybe a trophy back to Chihuahua.
Cool.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah, always is. All right, bits and breaks, 4 things you didn't know yesterday, Chuck. Can you enlighten us?
I can. So your odds of being killed by bees is 1 in 5,895,200. For comparison, your odds of winning the Powerball lottery are 1 in 292.2 million. So a little bit better odds of getting killed by a bee than winning the lottery. Actually, quite a bit.
Better
Way
odds.
better odds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Chuck.
I know, right?
I said we weren't going to be sad anymore.
I know, right?
Thanks.
Avoid the bees. Today, Scott, you are going to take 23,000 of these. Do you know what we're gonna turn this into trivia? Do you know what it is?
Okay.
I think you do because you wrote this.
Trips to the bathroom.
After my next cup of coffee, for sure. No, these are breaths. These are the amount of breaths you're going to take today. 23,000.
I'm going to add in about 100 sighs through the morning show. Is that a breath? It's kind of an exit.
No. Chuck just told another dumb joke. Yeah. A cough can move up to 300 miles an hour.
Wow.
That's crazy. And it would take 2.5 minutes to fall from the top of Mount Everest. Takes a lot longer to... It's kind of like cooking a meal, man. It takes you all day sometimes. And then, 10, 15 minutes to eat it? It's always a disappointment.
Took 8 hours to get to the top, 2 minutes to get to the bottom. All right, weekend entertainment. We've kind of covered that, but some other things you could do in your downtime, or maybe late night, is things you could do at Walmart.
Yeah.
So first one, you could take some shopping carts for the express purpose of filling them and stranding them at strategic locations. That's horrible.
That's horrible.
It's going to cost somebody a lot of extra work. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's mean.
Although you could just take empty carts and strand them in strategic locations.
Sometimes that's convenient. How many times have you gone shopping? Oh, I forgot to grab a cart. Look, there's one there. That's like a helpful prank.
You can ride those little electric cars around the front of the store, make honking noises.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that.
My favorite, set the alarm clocks to go off at 10-minute intervals throughout the day.
Yes. And probably more of a thing back in the day when more people used alarm clocks, but can't say for certain I've done that, but I've done that.
You could do that with the display cell phones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You could go in and set the alarms on them. That'd be fun.
Oh, I love that.
Turn them up all the way. Yeah.
Have you ever seen, there's the bouncy balls? They come in the bins and they light up and make noise and stuff. You ever gone to those bins and just over the top of the whole bin and they all start lighting up and making noise at once? Yeah. The employees love that. It adds a little cheer to their day. Yeah.
You could open a cornhole game and start playing the toy department and see how many people you get to join in.
Absolutely. I love
it. Contaminate the entire automotive department by sampling all the spray air fresheners.
That makes me sneeze just thinking about that. Please don't.
Asthma attack. Leave cryptic messages on the display PCs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like this one. Redress the mannequins as you see fit.
Yeah.
I think you're going to jail for that one.
You could go get dog collars and stuff. Yeah.
Tune any radios you can find to KCHW.
I love that.
All right.
Or anytime you rent a car, tune every radio preset station to KCHW.
Walk up to a complete stranger and say, I haven't seen you in so long, and see if they play along to avoid embarrassment.
Have you ever done that and it's not the right person?
Yeah, once.
Yep.
Guy thought I was weird.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It was a butcher a long time ago at Safeway. I thought I went to school with him. And he's like, dude, I don't know you. Get away.
I did that to someone over the weekend. We were out of town and I saw someone and I knew a younger sister of a friend of mine, a childhood friend. And I think in there I insulted her by not by being, thinking, oh, hey, you're this person I know, but by thinking we could possibly be in the same age group. Yeah, she was much younger than me, probably in her 20s. And here I am thinking she's like, oh, aren't you so-and-so's sister from back in the 80s?
Nope.
I was not born then.
Yeah. Couple more here. Ride a display bicycle through the store claiming you're just taking it for a test drive.
I mean, that's just any trip to Walmart there, isn't it? Don't you ride the bikes? Yeah, you got to.
I'm not tall enough.
Yep.
I have to ride the bikes, Chuck. Come on. Don't do this to me.
I would pay to see that.
I can set it up here and a camera and make it happen.
Please
if
do.
You're willing to pay.
Oh, I would love it.
Follow people. This is kind of cool because you're going to make them think you're with security. Follow people through the aisles, always staying about 5 feet behind them. Continue to do this until they leave the department.
Ooh.
That's kind of creepy.
That is creepy. That is creepy. Can I do one you missed there, Scott?
Okay, I did skip a couple just for fun. Okay.
And it's challenge other people to duels with the gift wrap tubes.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
You can only do that at Christmas, though. Or
in the where the blankets and stuff are, challenge people to a pillow fight. Grab a pillow, throw a pillow at someone randomly. Yeah.
Bonus if it breaks open and there's foam all over.
Oh, exactly.
Just saying.
Exactly. You might have to pay for it.
Don't do that. Somebody's going to get arrested. We don't want to cause that. Same thing here. Probably some bad ideas. This is Chuck with things not to say when you get pulled over.
Mm-hmm. So, officer, what do you use those rubber gloves for anyway? So that's what those yellow flashing lights in the school zone mean. Ooh.
You know what our school zone is here?
Where?
15.
15? Yeah.
It's impossible to go 15 miles an hour.
Well,
Try it.
Our downtown right now is 15 miles an hour. It's been for a few years now, and it's
It's only for a couple blocks though.
Right,
a few
right.
blocks.
Oh, the whole street.
I'm talking, for like almost a mile.
Wow.
It's impossible. I even had one of the local police say, "Yeah, you can't do 15. It's impossible."
You just kind of put it in drive and coast. Actually, you have to ride the brakes even then, don't you?
Yeah. It's either 5 or 20.
Yeah.
There's really an impossible speed to do, but as long as the police realize that, they're probably just hoping you're not doing 25.
Yeah. But when you do get pulled over for doing 25, you don't want to ask them how long it's going to take, followed by, because your wife is expecting me.
Oh!
No.
This is when you want to go to jail.
Right? Come on, write the dang ticket. The bar's closed in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Got to get back.
Another bad idea.
No. You'll never get those cuffs on me. Don't offer them a challenge.
It's like I sat in the back of a sheriff's truck just to see what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Yeah, I've never been in the back of a police vehicle." And the cop looked at me and said, "I find that hard to believe."
Same. Don't ask the police officer to stop on the way to the station for a 6-pack and a pack of smokes. Just don't. I know I was weaving, but I was trying to hit all the little green men. All right, never play magician with your deck of driver's license and say pick one.
I like that.
Back off, Barney. I've got a piece.
Oh.
I didn't even feel comfortable saying that one on the air.
I didn't either. You made me feel uncomfortable.
Right? No, officer, I don't know how fast I was going. That little needle stops at 110 miles an hour.
Hold on. I got one for that, I think.
No, this is one of those drop it and leave it alone things.
All right. I got a few more here. I was going to skip some of these, but they're too good. I can't.
Okay.
And I think this one goes especially for the ladies out there. You know what I'm talking about? If I do this, will I still get a ticket?
That could be anything.
Right. Maybe you're pulling out money out of your wallet. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. They don't like that.
What do you think of this $100 bill?
So who's your favorite president? Mr. Washington?
Probably not going to work.
I got a crisp dollar with your name on it. No, don't do that. I'm surprised you stopped me. Dunkin' Donuts has a 3-for-1 special.
Oh, Chuck Ritchie's personal home address.
Oh man, I no, I would not.
Jokes. They're just jokes.
Yeah. The last one, actually, no.
This is the best of the best for last.
It really is. No, Ossifer, you assume the position. Oh, I love it.
All right, fun with movies. It's the weekend. You might go see that new Planet of the Apes movie, or maybe you'll finally go out and see Dune. There's not too many to choose from. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
All right. Here's how we turn a regular movie into a Lego movie. Big Lebowski.
I think most of these are Lego movies already.
The Big Lebowski?
No.
The dude assembles, man. All right.
Nice.
All right. Terminator. Got to do it in your best voice. I can probably add some sound effects to this. Let's see.
Come with me if you want to build.
Come with me.
Build.
Yeah.
Little blocks. I'm scared to do the next one.
You're gonna mess it up.
I don't know if I can do it. Die Hard, yippee-ki-yay, master builder.
That is so ingrained into our culture. You really need to stop.
Thank you.
Pause a
tough.
second.
Thank you, Bruce Willis.
Make sure you say the right thing. That movie, I would go to the theater 10 times to see that as a Lego movie. That would be amazing.
Ghostbusters, who are you going to call? Brickbusters.
That one is a Lego movie. So's Jurassic Park.
Is it?
Yeah.
They must have liked these. Jurassic Park, life finds a way to snap together. I wish I could do a Jeff Goldblum impersonation. He's got a great voice.
Life finds a way. I can't do it.
Titanic. I'm the king of the build. You want to do the James Bond one, Chuck?
Bond. James Bond. The name's Brick. James Brick.
James Brick.
Yes, the name's Brick. James Brick. Yes.
All right, so we're going to clean this show up. Here's Chuck with the cleanest world records ever. Yeah.
You know, you can't pick cleaner Guinness World Records than those having to do with soap. So we got some good ones here. Most bars of soap stacked in 1 minute, achieved by David Rush in our very own neighbor, Boise, Idaho. Good job, Idaho. And that was in December 23rd, 2020, with a total of 34 bars of soap stacked. It'd be interesting to see how many world records were set during COVID. Yeah.
34 bars.
34 bars. Wow. It seems like it should be more.
Yeah, it does.
Of course, some of the world records are just someone's like, hey, I've got an idea. I bet you no one's done this before. Yeah.
Now, if they were like the curved bars, like Irish Spring, that'd be really hard to stack. Then 34 is impressive.
It is.
Just
it
saying.
Is. All right. What if you put like a piece of rebar between like that probably doesn't count, does it?
No. That's cheating, Chuck. Yeah. It's why you don't have any Guinness Book records.
I cheat. The largest bar of soap, it weighed 14.5 tons, and that was set by Jinan Rujia Company in Jinan, Jiandong, China, on December 11th, 2015.
Said that like you've been there.
Right. Oh, a bunch of times. I went to see
14.5 ton bar of soap.
14.5 tons.
Just leave it in the center of town. When you want some, you just go shave a little piece off.
Just roll around in it in the rain.
Rub your back up against it. Well, all right, I'm clean enough.
Everybody in the community's out there. Well, they're big on the community baths. Maybe that's what it's for. I'm guessing that's probably just a manufacturing thing where they just didn't cut it.
Hold on, I'm picturing that.
There we go. Okay. The most wet soap stacked in 1 minute, also by David Rush in Boise, Idaho, on April 11th of 2021.
He's got two.
Stacking 34 bars of wet soap. Way to go, David.
You know what? You had me at community bath.
Giant bar of soap in the community square.
I think we should do this. We should make it happen. Okay.
The last one here is
forget that thing they were going to have in the park that
Yeah,
the splash pad. We're just going to do a community bath.
we could combine it with a fountain and have a big sudsy soapy fountain.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
This one not set by David from Idaho. This is the longest line of bars of soap, 2.6 kilometers. And that was set by India's Dr. Santosh Kumar Rai.
Wow. Oh.
Or Ray.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. You've totally, Chuck, cleaned up the show.
Yeah. Squeaky.
All right.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Squeaky clean. All right, let's make some new words. Washington Post asked readers to create a new word by dropping the first letter of an existing word. First one up is Amished. This is when you're hungering for a simpler way of life. This one is what they send in Idaho. Ammogram. It's a loaded message. We all know somebody that has this, iurea. All right? That's when they run on about themselves.
Oh. I'm gonna
Hey,
say
wait.
I'm gonna say we're all
I think
guilty
I
about this. Yeah.
Yes, you might have that.
We're all guilty, right? Everybody, we all do this, right?
Yeah.
All of us?
Yeah, in one way or another.
Yeah.
All right, ick pocket, a place to put your used Kleenex.
Mm.
Don't
Or-
reach in there. That's my ick pocket.
Or the old man hanky, that they reuse over and over again.
This is for you.
Have you ever? When I was a kid, they would try to hand it to me. Oh, you got to run yours here. Use mine. No, I would run screaming. I would rather.
Rip it out. Want to rub a smudge off your face?
Yeah. No.
Bad idea.
That's gross.
All right. Or play, laying the groundwork for entering the mine shaft. Or play.
Oh my. Was that one a bit much for the radio?
Well, the game. It's the game. You're taking the game
Minecraft,
on your phone.
Yeah. There's Minecraft.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Scott.
Now this one's bad. Ouch and go. A dominatrix house.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Okay, I want to picture this one. This is great. I've seen people do this. Oxtrot. A particularly ungraceful Dancing with the Stars performance. What's he doing? I think that's called the Oxtrot.
I believe somebody's watched me dancing.
He's all legs.
Right?
All right, I'm skipping the next one because that's just gross.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, Riskies. This is Chinese-made cat food.
Okay. Don't do
It's
it.
probably a thing.
It is.
Eunuch. Can I do this one, Chuck?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, Munich. A German city voted the world's safest town for women.
It would be.
Yeah.
It's the last one here.
Do the last one, Chuck.
The last one is Urple. That is the color of vomit.
Purple. Also a new Crayola color.
That's right. It's the new Sherwin and Williams color of the year.
Purple. What color is that shirt? It looks great on you. It's purple.
Urple.
Yeah, I wear it every time I'm drinking.
It's trending.
It doesn't stain. All right. It's summertime.
It is.
And we missed the fair food. And it's
is.
coming.
It is.
And here comes Chuck with some great ones you could eat.
This first one, are these real? These are real, aren't they?
These are real.
Yeah. This first one, it could go one way or the other. I might actually try it. Fried beer. This is from the Texas State Fair. A ravioli-like pocket of pretzel-y dough filled with good old-fashioned beer. I bet you dip that sucker in cheese and it's delicious.
Guaranteed to make you burp.
Right? Corn dog pizza. I'll take it.
Oh.
Anything on a stick, man, at the fair.
That sounds delicious.
I'll bet it is.
Pizza on a stick.
Yeah.
Much better than pizza in a cup.
Right? Of course, the old standard pizza in a cup.
He ran the pizza in the cup guy out of business.
Pardon me. Deep fried cheesecake on a stick. I've actually
Cheesesteak on a stick.
Oh, cheesesteak. Oh, I thought it said cheesecake. Oh, either way, I would eat a deep fried cheesecake
Yeah,
on a steak.
me too.
Yeah, I'd eat both. Either one sounds good.
Yes.
That's the Wisconsin State Fair. The chocolate tornado potato. I just love saying that at the Minnesota State Fair. That is a whole potato, spiral cut, placed on a stick, deep fried, dipped in chocolate.
Wow.
Have you ever had chocolate covered potato chips?
I have not.
They're actually quite delicious, surprisingly.
I suppose salt and sweet together, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as the potato chip doesn't get soggy, because then that's just gross.
That's
Or
gross.
chewy, yeah. The deep fried Klondike bar, San Diego State Fair. We used to do a food booth. We sold Frito pies, and this one is a deep fried Frito pie. This is, of course, from the Texas Fate Fair, Texas Straight Fair, Fate Fair.
Uh-huh.
For those of you that don't know, a Frito pie is a pile of Frito pies covered in chili and cheese and onions and toppings. Generally, otherwise called a walking taco, where you turn the bag on its side, you rip the bag open, you dump all the stuff right in that little mini single serving bag of Fritos, and walk around with a fork stuck out of it. Delicious. But
Is it? Because I hate chili.
Yeah. Well, if you like chili, it's delicious. But that on a stick. Okay. Garden burger. This is garbage burger. This makes more sense.
There's a big difference between a garden burger and a garbage.
I started reading them like, why do they call this a garden burger?
Yeah, even though most garden burgers taste like garbage, there's a difference.
Yeah. So the garbage burger from the Indiana State Fair. This actually sounds quite delicious. I can't deny that. That's a deep fried pork patty, topped with a healthy serving of pulled pork.
It doesn't sound like garbage at all.
No, I would imagine put a pile of coleslaw on top of there. You got yourself a meal. The deep fried cheddar bacon mashed potatoes on a stick. Yes, please, at the Minnesota State Fair. And the
Got to say that right.
The deep fried cheddar bacon mashed potatoes on a stick from the Minnesota State Fair.
On a stick.
On a stick.
Thank you.
Okay. Ooh, and this next one, the hash brown hot dog.
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of hash browns. Do you have a favorite food on a stick, Scott, that wasn't covered here?
I prefer to eat all my food on a stick.
Yeah. What's your favorite fair food?
Oh, favorite fair food. That's really, during Chautauqua, I think my favorite thing to do is going back and forth between the two Asian food booths that were always there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite. Was my favorite. I'm not much into the sweets.
Yeah.
A couple bites of an elephant ear and I'm done.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
having something you don't usually get where you live, like Asian food, or that there's that barbecue up in Kettle Falls. They came down to the last couple Chautauquas, and man, that was some good barbecue.
Oh yeah, the standard favorite always the smoked turkey leg. You walk around, you feel medieval. You walk.
I'll look for a good review next week from all the food that you get to see today in the city park. It'll be just like a fair.
Yeah. The Alaska State Fair where I'm from, it's they had one. It was a pork chop on a stick. Nothing special. It was just a pork chop, but on a stick. And I don't know what they did to these pork chops, but they were, pork chops. They tend to be dry and chewy. It's really hard to cook. Man, they nailed these perfect every single time. I don't know, the juiciest, most wonderful pork chops, but on a stick.
I want you to say that one correctly too.
On a stick, but on a stick.
Pork chop on a stick.
Beautiful. Sorry, now I'm hungry, Scott. Thank you.
All right, we're running out of time. Just a couple trivia questions before we go to break.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Yes, it is.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately. We call it Fun and Games. Few trivia questions today and some games. See how it works?
I'm ready.
All right. Starting off, this is a trivia question. 1979. The movie The Black Hole was the first Disney movie to have what?
The first Disney movie to have what?
Hmm.
Was it Space Aliens?
No, it was something very, very unique, and people were actually probably shocked by it.
Was it a death in a human death in a Disney movie?
No. Yeah, they're big on animal deaths.
Right. I was gonna say it's not like the poor dogs.
Oh, look, there's a baby animal with a mom.
Sorry,
Set
Mom.
up, you know.
Okay.
You give up?
I give up. I do.
PG rating. First movie Disney put out to have a PG rating.
Oh.
Everything else had been G before that.
I would not have guessed that one actually.
All right. 3 headlines. You tell me which one is a lie. The big fat lie. All right. U.S. 911 operators receive 300 butt calls each day. A Chinese miner found alive after 17 years underground. A man in Taiwan sues neighbors over a rude bird.
I'm gonna go. I mean, the 17-year thing seems implausible, but that's too far out there to be fake. They wouldn't put that in there. It's too obvious, it seems. I'm gonna go with the 300 butt dials because that number seems low to me.
No. The Chinese miner was the lie, the obvious one.
Okay, I was like, that is too obvious to be the right answer.
It's so obvious, he couldn't be it.
No, 17 years alive in a collapsed mine. That's not possible,
What would you eat?
right?
17 years underground.
I thought maybe
Okay.
he found like some hidden underground tropical forest or something. I don't know.
Journey to the center of the earth.
Exactly. There were dinosaurs. It was great.
All right, try to spy the lie now. In ancient Rome, it was considered to be a sign of leadership to be born with a crooked nose. Eating a cup of plain ice once a day can help you shed 1 to 2 extra pounds a month. And each year around the world, more people are killed by deer than by sharks.
So which one is the lie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the. Ooh, the ice actually does sound plausible. I'm gonna go with the ice.
You're going to go with the ice as the lie?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Am I right? Okay.
It's scary that it's true that around the world more people are cured by deer than sharks.
Well,
It makes me want to take the Jaws theme and do the dun 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 deer, deer, dun, 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 deer.
well, you think about how many, even on our highway alone, how many deer you see along the road, and shark attacks are actually incredibly rare.
It'd be scarier if the deer had jagged teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I got my next movie idea for Cat.
Ooh, what do we got? What do we got?
Yeah. Well, you got, the Sharknado. We need to do something with deers.
Yeah, Deernado.
Deernado. That's right. Strictly for Stevens County, where deers get picked up by tornadoes and come down and eat us and fly back away.
Or deer on a plane. I am sick of these master builder deer on this master builder plane.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That was almost kind of fun.
It was.
A couple more trivia questions here. According to the studies conducted at Northwestern University, men change this 3 times more than women.
Their underwear. No.
No. Nope. No.
Oh, wait, no, that was backwards. I got that backwards.
Obviously wrong, Chuck.
Men change this 3 times more than women. Is it?
Women get blamed for it, though. I mean, they get blamed for doing this all the time. But it's actually the men.
The toilet paper?
Nope.
Is it the? No, that's not changing. That's empty in the trash. They're
Something they do.
They change their habits or their behaviors?
No.
No. Give me a hint. Give me a hint. What is it?
All right. So, according to studies conducted at Northwestern University, men change this 3 times more than women. But my hint was women get joked about for changing this all the time.
Oh, they're closed.
Time's up.
No, I don't know.
They're mines.
They're mines.
So women get blamed for changing their minds all the time. It's, and accused of that. But it's actually men, it says, change their mind 3 times more than women. And I can kind of get that. I'm really indecisive.
I get that. How many times you see, you're like, well, what if we do this? And then an hour later, hey, we're going to do this now. And women are like, what? Didn't you have a plan this morning?
Building something. It's going to be really bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My problem isn't so much that I change my mind. I just forget what the original decision was.
Oh.
I make a new one.
All righty then.
Yeah.
All right. In a confidential survey, the average U.S. worker says they spend about 2 hours a day doing what? Confidential survey. So no one's going to find out about this. Average U.S. worker said they spend 2 hours a day doing what?
Daydreaming. Going to the bathroom. Which is kind of related to daydreaming.
2 hours a day?
2 hours a day in the bathroom.
Where's Chuck? He's hiding in the bathroom again.
2 hours a day on social media.
All right, I'll take that. Nothing job related. Nothing
Okay.
job related.
Okay. Which could include daydreaming or social media or going to the bathroom.
Years ago, I had an online shopping store before Amazon killed them all. And I always noticed the busiest day of the week was Monday morning. I'd have triple the sales that I would in an average day. And I attributed it to people getting to work and not wanting to start on a Monday and going online and shopping instead.
That makes sense. That's what I do here, Scott.
All right, let's spy the lie one more time. We'll let you go, Chuck.
Okay.
Actress Sandra Bullock's mother, Helga, was a German-born opera singer. Maine is the only state whose name is just one syllable. And the funny bone is really a muscle.
Oh, the Maine. I'm trying to think of all the state names. Surely there's. I can't think of another one though. I'm gonna go with funny bone.
And you're right. It's that is the lie. The funny bone isn't a muscle. It's actually a nerve.
Oh, nerve. Okay, I was thinking maybe it was a tendon, but yeah, nerve. A nerve. I mean, the nerve makes sense.
Yeah, not a muscle or a bone. It's actually a nerve. That's why it hurts so bad. All right, when we come back, we're going to have this weekend's Goofy Holidays. We'll run down and let you know everybody in town that's on the Lions Club calendar that's having a birthday, and we wrap it all up with the odd news. Hope you stay right here, Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
Put that cookie down now!
That's my cookie.
When I think of the time and the money I've wasted on your training, and you still turn out to be a blithering idiot, you're an utter failure. You make me sick.
Leslie, what about the RUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
It's 8:21.
Programming on KCHW is made possible in part by listeners like you and by
Country Chevrolet. Country Chevrolet, located at 880 South Main Street in Colville, is a full-service Chevrolet dealership, offering a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles with at-home mobile test drive service available. In addition, Country Chevrolet also offers maintenance and service, vehicle rentals, and full auto detailing. More information is available at countrychevy.com or by calling 509-684-8400. KCHW would like to thank Country Chevrolet for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
this Saturday night at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. It's KCHW's Chihuahua's Got Talent 6. Your 4-time award-winning talent show returns this Saturday night at 6 p.m. with 10 acts, all vying for big cash prizes. Tickets are just $15 and available now at the Chihuahua Independent, the Valley Drug Company, Acres United Drug, and online at kchw.org or chihuahuasgottalent.com. Take part in the fun with our audience costume contest and concessions, including beer and wine from the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. Our cash and prizes are made possible through donations from our friends, Country Chevrolet, SETI's Ace Hardware, Andy's Sandwich and Sports, the Chihuahua Creative District, the Yale Press, the Chihuahua Center for the Arts, and Gino and Sharon Ludwig. This Saturday night, May 11th, 6 p.m. at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. Doors open at 5:30 and space is limited for Chihuahua's Got Talent 6.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, Friday, May 10th, 2024. I'm Farah Siddiqui. Panera Bread has pulled the charge line of caffeinated drinks from their menu after a number of wrongful death lawsuits. ABC News says the line was introduced just 2 years ago in 2022 and included charged lemonade and charged sip drinks. And teachers in Louisiana are trying to stop an upcoming constitutional convention proposed by Governor Jeff Landry. More from Frida Ross.
The governor is demanding that state legislators and 27 of his appointees convene from May 20th through June 3rd to rewrite the state's constitution. Baton Rouge first grade teacher Jared Guidry says she's concerned.
I have been emailing all of my representatives saying this is too rushed. This is not a good idea. Something's going to get missed. Something's going to be done wrong. You cannot effectively go through this document in a matter of weeks.
K-12 funding, retirement security for teachers, school bus drivers, and other public employees who don't pay into the Social Security system are protected in the current Constitution. Petitions opposing the convention can be found on the Louisiana Federation of Teachers website.
Wisconsin's clean energy portfolio is growing. Communities seeing the transition happen at their doorstep might get benefits, but sometimes have questions about the scope of these projects. As Mike Moen reports, a new grant could help deliver the facts.
The University of Wisconsin-Madison Extension has received a $1 million federal grant to educate towns and cities about large-scale solar, wind, and similar development in their areas. The Extension's Sherry Gruder says the outreach strikes a balance between boosting the clean energy transition and factoring in local feedback from community interests.
Looking at endangered species in the area, will they be protected? To what happens to the water and the wells?
Gruder says they'll also use the listening sessions to help dispel misinformation about renewable energy. This type of engagement comes as hundreds of locally adopted restrictions for wind and solar development surface around the U.S.
A Chicago mom who lost her son to cancer in 2022 is using the occasion of Mother's Day to call on Illinois lawmakers to pass medical aid in dying legislation.
Susie Flack's 34-year-old son Andrew was a special education teacher and avid hockey player living in California when he learned his cancer was terminal. Rather than return to his home state, he stayed in California, where medical aid in dying is legal. Now, with such legislation under consideration by Illinois lawmakers, Susie Flack is using social media to urge its passage.
Like I said in the video, I didn't realize how horrific cancer was. So I would really like to stress that comfort level that he had, because he had the control over his death.
I'm Roz Brown.
This is Public News Service. Ohio lawmakers are considering legislation that would raise the minimum wage to $15 per hour for most Ohio workers and create a refundable Ohio earned income tax credit.
Ohio's minimum wage is $10.45 per hour for most employees, which is higher than the federal minimum wage of $7.25 per hour. Policy Matters Ohio economist Michael Shields explains the provisions in Ohio law weaken minimum wage protections for certain groups.
Employers who staff tipped workers are allowed to claim a portion of those workers' tips and use it to offset the wage that they pay those workers. So tipped workers can be paid as little as $5.25 per hour.
A citizens' ballot initiative to raise the wage will appear before voters this November if it gathers the more than 442,000 valid signatures needed by July 23rd to be included on the ballot. Shields says increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour would benefit nearly 1 million Ohioans, around 30% of whom are Black and Latino workers. Nadia Ramlagan reporting.
With less than a month left in the New York legislature's session, environmentalists are pushing for the HEAT Act's passage. Our Edwin J. Vieira reports.
Last-minute stalling from the Assembly kept it from being in the 2025 budget. The bill phases out gas line extension allowances and gives the Public Service Commission authority to align utility companies with the state's climate laws. Lisa Marshall with New Yorkers for Clean Power says lawmakers have no time to play politics with the state's climate future.
In a time where we've had the hottest year on record, record-breaking floods, our train system flooded out, air that children can't go outside and play and breathe for weeks on end, and they can't see if it's necessary to crack down and get to work and start to move the climate plan forward, then that's on them.
Passing the bill has faced misinformation campaigns from fossil fuel companies and some skepticism from lawmakers about relying entirely on electricity. They argue it's not useful if the power goes out, but infrastructure would prevent many fossil fuel energy sources from working correctly with the power out too. Governor Kathy Hochul has said she'll sign the bill if the legislature passes it.
Voting rights advocates continue to push to restore these rights for formerly incarcerated Mississippians after lawmakers failed to act. House Bill 1609, which died in the state Senate last week, would have automatically reinstated voting rights for people who complete their sentences and remain felony-free for 5 years. Executive Director of One Voice, Nasambi Lambright-Haynes, explains nearly 60 voting rights bills were introduced during the legislative session, but fewer than 10 survived.
Those 8 that have passed the Senate now go to the governor's desk, and he can sign them or not sign them, and they become law, and those people have their voting rights back, or he can choose to veto those.
This is Farah Siddiqui for Public News Service, member and listener supported, heard on interesting radio stations, your favorite podcast platform, and you can find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Public Radio is owned and operated by the Northeast Washington Community Radio Guild, a licensed 501c3 charitable organization. As such, we can accept donations and in return offer a tax deduction. Along with grants and general donations from our supporters, the majority of KCHW funding comes from the people we serve in our community. Those funds come from 2 sources. Sponsorships of our on-air programming, those are the announcements you hear at the top and bottom of each hour on the radio, and through the memberships of the Northeast Washington Community Radio Guild. Right now, we'd like to take a moment to thank a few of our gold level and business level members. You too can support Northern Lights Public Radio with an annual gift, just like these businesses and nonprofits.
Acres United Drug, the Chewelah Arts Guild, the Dragonfly Wellness Center, the Chewelah Chamber of Commerce, Edward Jones Deer Park, the Chewelah Creative District, Artell's Mountain Saw and Tractor, the Chewelah Farmers Market, JMT Petroleum, Chewelah Flooring, the Lane Mountain Company, the Chewelah Golf and Country Club, and the Rusty Putter Bar and Grill, mailboxes and more, the Chewelah Valley Lions Club, Dawson Trucking Incorporated, and DTI Ready Mix, New Health, serving Chewelah and Colville, the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary, the Nordlig Motel, Chewelah, PACA, and the Chewelah Center for the Arts, Richmond Logging, SETI's Ace Hardware, the Chewelah Independent, and the Trails Inn Gallery.
KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Public Radio. We are the music education station.
Hope it's that funny. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Not for the reasons I want.
And welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show for Friday, May 10th. It's myself, Chuck Ritchie, here with Scott Allen. How you doing again this morning?
Oh, doing good. Totally ready for the weekend.
Right?
Totally. Right.
I am too. I'm excited about tomorrow, and Chewy's Got Talent, which we've talked about earlier, and it's gonna be good. I'm excited about Mother's Day. I'm excited. I'm excited to just sit around. I've been kind of absent from the house lately, and I'm excited to just sit on the couch with the family and do absolutely nothing for the day.
So how many people do you think you can fit into the Chewy Center for the Arts for the talent show?
Well, we are setting up tables with rounds, which have 90 seats available. If we sell more than those 90 tickets, there's plenty of space for overflow seating. We will have the people with tickets first come, first serve for those table seats. If there are people, there will be tickets available at the door. If people come in and the seats are full, you will be asked to wait until the people with their tickets come in first, and then there will be tickets available at the door after that.
Okay.
So if you
get them in advance,
get them in advance.
Kind of catcher.
Otherwise,
Okay.
you're gonna sit in one of the chairs in the back. You'll still enjoy the show, but if you want to get a table, you're gonna have to get your tickets early and come in advance.
All right, there's a QR code on the back of the Chewelah Independent. We've got tickets there as well in person. Let's see, Acres United Drug, the Valley Drug Company, and online at kchw.org and chewelahsgottalent.com. Lots of places to get them. Don't wait.
And
last one we did in 2019 sold out. We were so full we turned a handful of people away at the show. That was horrible. Still feel bad about that. But it is a one-night event.
Yep.
You know, it's not like a lot of these plays where you got several nights to catch the show. This is 10 acts, one show, and we're going to send them home with prize money, which makes it even.
That's right. And we have about 50 of those tickets have sold online so far, and I haven't checked in a couple days. I know last time I checked a couple days ago, there were a handful of those in-person tickets sold. I didn't check yesterday to see how ticket sales were going around the stores that have them in stock. So I'm guessing we're running pretty low. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, you'd better go out and get it or go online right now and get it.
All right. And this show gets an upgraded host. It's Chuck Ritchie.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did 3. Joe did 1. And here comes Chuck. I'm excited to watch you on. As one person told me that was watching online years ago, that was watching the YouTube feed from over in Seattle, he didn't like the way a donation that he made, he didn't understand how it worked, and he was kind of upset about it. And I was visiting him on the phone, and he said, well, that's not what you said on TV.
Well, no, I did not. You
and
are
I never
correct,
thought
sir.
about it that way. It's like, oh, yeah, I guess I was probably on his TV. Hey, wait a minute. I've been on TV. Huh.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are not doing that fundraiser again. We thought about doing it, but we just, with all the logistics, there's a lot of moving pieces, and it's my
That
first
voting
time doing
online took a lot of extra work and web design. So I get it.
Yeah. But you know, we're focusing on the show and the talent and making the show about them. So, it's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Let's roll out some more celebrities this weekend. I'm really curious who's having a local birthday.
Yeah, we have. It's buried under a mountain of stuff over here.
I was trying to give you a long intro.
I know. I was waiting for it, and you're like celebrities, and I'm getting the computer ready. Like, okay, celebrity birthdays. Nope, wrong celebrities.
Local
Wrong.
birthdays. That's what I wanted.
These are the important people.
Yeah.
So we have, for birthdays today, we have Carl Oman, Tom Brook, and Lily Fuller with birthdays today. There you go.
Nice.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Saturday?
Oh, Saturday.
What are you doing? It's Friday. We go all the way through the weekend.
It's the whole weekend. And this one, I'm actually Deborah Husby. It's tomorrow.
Debbie!
Yeah, Debbie's birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday.
All right.
And then Travis Lane. And then on Sunday, on Mother's Day, we have Ruby Lee Franks and Emily Bowlby. And then Monday, we have Michelle. Looks like, I'm sorry, the writing is so tiny on this. Michelle Sitman.
All right.
There you go.
All
It's time. I need glasses, Scott.
Round of applause. You know him, you love him. If you see him around town, tell him we talked about him on the radio.
Yeah. That goes double for you, Debbie.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm really excited. Debbie and Lynn say they're coming out to Maine at the end of the summer, and they wanted to know if they could visit and drop off their RV here and discover the state of Maine. I'm so excited for them to come visit.
Oh, neat. That's amazing.
All right, celebrity birthdays today. Sports anchor Chris Berman turning 69. Former astronaut Ellen. What?
He always goes whoop 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 whoop. Isn't that him? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Former astronaut Ellen Ochoa.
Ochoa?
Is that right? Ochoa. She is credited with being the first Hispanic woman in space. She's turning 66.
Cool.
Bono of U2, 63, or maybe 64. We're not quite sure.
Bono is 63 or 64? Yeah, we don't know.
He doesn't quite know either, apparently.
Didn't
Right,
he do a song about that? I don't know.
Linda Evangelista, 59. Eric Palladino from NCIS, 56. Todd Lowe from True Blood and Gilmore Girls, 47. Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live and Nickelodeon, 46. Wow. How old was, it just seems like he was on Nickelodeon 10 years ago, so he was playing a high schooler at 30.
You know what's crazy is I've always viewed him as the kid from Nickelodeon. He's older than me.
That baby face must be nice.
Must be.
All right, Lindsay Shaw from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide is 35, and Lauren Potter from Glee, 34. Let's do history just for today, Chuck.
Okay. In 1908 was the first day Mother's Day was unleashed upon the world. It was observed for the first time in West Virginia. 1954, Bill Haley and the Comets released Rock Round the Clock, the first rock and roll record to reach #1 on the charts.
Woohoo!
Yeah. 1996, in Texas, Cochran County Sheriff's deputy accidentally shot himself and the dispatcher while giving a firearm safety demonstration. They were both hospitalized with non-threatening life wounds and are okay.
Oh, hold on.
When I think of the time and the money I've wasted on your training, and you still turn out to be a blithering idiot, you're an utter failure. You make me sick.
That's his chief.
This one cracks me. I don't know how this didn't happen more often. In 1999, police in Rapids Parish, Louisiana, recognized a man wanted in Houston for aggravated assault when they saw him on no other than the Jerry Springer Show in a televised battle between the man and his sister.
Nice.
I would
Bad idea,
imagine the majority of the people on that show were wanted in one state or another. Wow. 2002, FBI agent Robert Hansen was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole for the United States for selling secrets to Moscow for $1.4 million in cash and diamonds.
Once again.
When I think of the time and the money I've wasted on your training.
Okay, I won't.
Wow. Should I do the next one? Was it a holy hand grenade?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. In 2005, a non-holy hand grenade, allegedly thrown by Vladimir Arutinian, landed about 65 feet from U.S. President George W. Bush while he was giving a speech to a crowd in Tbilisi, Georgia. But it malfunctioned and didn't detonate.
How come I don't remember this story?
Yeah, that's what's like. How did somebody throw a grenade at one of our presidents and it didn't?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that at all. Maybe they're trying not to glorify it.
Yeah, weird. Because I'm usually all over the news. Why does that one not ring a bell?
God, could you imagine if it did detonate? Holy cow.
That's horrible! Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
That would have been horrible.
I'd like to play that Monty Python thing, but it'd be kind of tacky.
Yeah.
I won't. You know why I won't play it?
Why is that? Because it's tacky.
Because it's tacky. Hold on. I'll tell you why I won't play it right now.
This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Let's not bicker and argue about who killed who.
Okay.
But you don't want to make a joke about it, Scott, so that's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to make a joke about it, so I'm going to do
that. In 2016, in an Indian fertility clinic, they announced that a 70-year-old woman had successfully given birth to a baby boy. 70.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
That's wow. Oh, 2014,
skip it.
Yeah, skip it.
That's sad.
Not going to do that one.
Sad.
I'm going to skip the next one, too. 2020, at this day, global confirmed cases of COVID-19 rose above 4 million. That's a time period we do not want to revisit.
No.
No. And then in 2022, a passenger with no flying experience successfully landed a small plane in Florida after his pilot suffered a medical emergency. The incredible aviation accomplishment happened at Palm Beach International Airport with the help of air traffic controllers.
And it was not Harrison Ford.
Ah. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't, because this one landed safely. All right, special events. We'll go through the whole weekend with these. I'm going to go ahead and do Friday.
Okay.
Military Spouse Appreciation Day, because, a lot of them get, you have to stay behind.
Oh, it's horrible. It's a tough life.
All right, today is Shrimp Day.
It's
How do you prefer your shrimp?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Shut up, Wesley.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I can't go on, but that's all right. It's Shrimp Day, so Chuck prefers his a la Scott. I prefer crunchy. Just saying.
Crunchy shrimp?
Don't make a scampi joke. It's Liver and Onions Day. Ew. Ew. What was that color today? Purple.
Purple. Hey, Scott.
Liver and onions make me feel purple.
What color are liver and onions?
Purple.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely purple.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you didn't catch that in the first part of the show, that's the color of vomit.
There you go.
And it's Crayola crayon, purple.
Oh.
Clean up your room day, Small Business Day, shop local, Trust Your Intuition Day, and World Lupus Day.
Yep.
And then Chuck has our Saturday all done up for us.
I do. It is Eat What You Want Day, American Indian Day, Birth Mother's Day, Brunch for Lunch Day. I like that. Hostess Cupcake Day, Mother Ocean Day, Babysitter's Day, Dog Mom's Day, Mini Golf Day, Train Day. What if it's like a train-themed miniature golf? That'd be great. Twilight Zone Day. We watched some old black and white episodes of Twilight Zone the other night. It's good stuff. It never gets old.
All right.
Windmill Day and World Belly Dance Day.
I'd like to give you an example of that right now.
All right. I thought you were going to do it. I was looking forward to that.
And no, I really like this camera. I don't want to unbutton my shirt and have it break.
I was looking forward to going to our splash screen for a minute.
Oh no, Scott's taking off his shirt again.
Beep. Stand by, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
Yeah, exactly. Forever. All right. Special events for Sunday. Of course, it's Mother's Day. Yeah, that's I think that's a tough day. You hear people talk about it and mention it, but Mother's Day will be kind of sad this year with my mom not around.
Yeah,
kind of with you.
I have quite a few friends that this will be their first one without their mom.
I will be thinking about her. Chronic Fatigue Syndrome Awareness Day. I was trying to say, if put all those first letters together, what that would say, but it made no sense. International Nurses Day. Right. Limerick Day.
Do you have one for us, Scott?
I can't sing. My dad taught it to me when I was 8, and I can't do it on the radio.
As any good limerick should be.
Yeah, that's right. Twy Irishman, digging in the ditch. That's all where I got to stop.
Went to go RVing, but first they had to install their hitch, right?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I think that's how it went.
It's Fibromyalgia Awareness Day on Sunday too, and you can wrap it all up by enjoying what they like to call Odometer Day.
Just like Scott got a little mileage under the hood.
Oh no! We suck again! Shut up, Wesley.
That's the one I wanted.
I'm picking on you, Scott, today. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but everybody should know
it's not a tumor.
Yes. Number of the day, Chuck Ritchie.
The number of the day is, I got to scroll back down to it because I lost track of where I was. I went up to the top, Scott. That's what happened. The number of the day is 7. That is the percentage of business travelers who prefer not to stay on the 13th floor of a hotel.
Ooh.
Don't most hotels not have a 13th floor? Don't they skip it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like they skip apartment 13 and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Right. It's funny that 7% is also the percentage of jokes that Chuck makes that are making fun of me.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Hey, 7% is pretty low, Scott.
It is, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I got a job years ago managing an apartment complex, and she had 2 apartments ready, and she says, I've got 2 apartments. One's ready right now for you to move into, but the other one is still a couple weeks away, and you probably don't want the one that's open now. And I said, why? And she goes, because it's number 13. I said, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I live dangerously.
Ooh. Ironically, I manage a complex as well.
All right. Well, it is. We're running along today, and I thought we were going to be hurting for some content, but we are already backed up to the top of the hour and need to roll out your Friday edition of Odd News.
Mm-hmm.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your Odd News on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right. Well, let's kick off the show with the news attack. First sentence is true. Second sentence, bad joke. Here comes
Very
Chuck.
bad. A reporter with the New York Times has shared this his month-long interaction with 18 different AI chatbot friends. And this is to test how human they acted. He asked each one if they like pineapple on a pizza.
I wonder what they want to answer to that since they can't eat.
I don't know.
If that's what they'd say. Now I'm curious. I know what I'm doing this weekend.
I know what I'm doing while you read this next one here, Scott.
I'm going to be hanging out with the AI chatbots this weekend because I have no life.
Oh, man, you are one pathetic loser.
A recent study revealed that high-performance runners, particularly those who have completed a sub-4-minute mile. What's a sub-4-minute mile? Like below
that's underwater, Scott. That's running a mile no. It's under 4 minutes.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
You're mocking me, aren't you? Yes, I am, Scott.
All right. They enjoy an additional 5 years of healthy life. So a sub 4-minute mile is the fountain of youth on sneakers. I got it.
Okay, hold on, really quick. I just about to get it here. I'm gonna find the answer you seek, Scott.
All right. You're kind of quiet.
Yeah. Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting for an answer.
Oh. Okay.
As an AI, I don't have a personal preference, but I know that it's a divisive topic. Some people love the sweet and savory combination, while others prefer their pizza without fruit.
So he didn't really answer it.
That's a lame answer.
Horrible.
Sorry, everybody. That was a lot of build-up for absolutely nothing.
It was. So you have like an AI on your phone you can just ask questions to anytime you want?
I just go to on the browser and Google it.
Okay.
Lame. Anyway.
Lame. All
yeah,
right.
So
you're up.
A poll conducted in Spain after new fathers took paternity leave found they didn't want to have any more children. And they never missed a single day of work.
So that's the true part. After the poll conducted in Spain after new fathers took paternity leave, found that they didn't want any more kids. That's horrible.
Wow.
All right. Woman in China who drank rat urine as an aphrodisiac ended up in the hospital. I want to know how she got that into a cup.
Go ahead.
Seems like a lot of squeezing.
Why? There's a lot of those traditions and things in those cultures that are just, who thinks to do this? It's probably like some drunk uncle. Hey, if you drink rat poison, rat pee.
Well, he's been right about other things. Maybe he's right about this.
And at 8 years old, you remember that as an adult, and you're like, "Oh, I remember what Uncle said." Yeah.
And I've got rats, so
right.
Bonus.
This other survey said that that finds that 8 in 10 adults are intimidated by the rules for drinking wine. There are only 3 that really matter: open wine, insert straw, and drink.
I like that. I'm totally intimidated by all the rules around wine.
The hardest part is finding the straw long enough to get down to the bottom of the bottle.
I'm intimidated at a fancy dinner when I have two different forks.
You just pull that box over the edge of the counter and stick your face under it and turn the nozzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it. That's the only way I care about.
Scientists think the key to aging has something to do with our DNA and how it falls apart as we get older. Huh, that's what they call it. Mm-hmm. And here I thought the key to aging was having all those birthdays.
That's why I swallow all that super glue to keep my DNA together, Scott.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great idea.
Yeah, my drunk uncle told me about it. Okay, disclaimer. For people listening, do not swallow super glue. It will not keep your DNA from falling apart.
Yes.
This day and age, you got to put that out there. Yeah.
You got to use ivermectin for that. Or bleach. Don't forget.
Wow.
Actually, bleach cleans your DNA.
And the last one here, a study found that pregnancy physically changes a woman's brain. But I'm not going to be the one that tells her.
Exactly. Or if you do tell her, run. Wow. All right, on to Wacky But True. We only add a sound effect for a movie or a television show, sometimes more than one. And these stories, totally true. First one, Colorado woman, freshly released from jail for car theft. Failed in her attempt to steal a pickup truck due to her inability to drive the stick shift. After spotting the truck with keys inside, she started it but couldn't manage the manual transmission, tried to leave on foot, causing the truck to hit a fire hydrant. She just gave up and ran away.
We got some driving to do.
I'm gonna learn to drive. Oh, wait, do you know how to drive?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it, but...
She did it! She did it! She's the one you want! All right, I was just sitting at home watching cartoons, playing video games with my cousin, and she came in there.
Glenn,
all right?
you're free.
Hey, I am not going to jail for you or anybody else. I have done nothing bad my entire life. Okay, so what? I downloaded a couple of thousand songs off the internet. Who has it? Who has it?
Glenn, shut up!
No, you shut up! Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me, criminal!
That's it. Next time I drive.
You know, one of the I don't want it to happen, but I always wonder driving the Prius. It stays. You can leave it running, walk away from it, and especially during the wintertime, you want the heater to stay on. Or sometimes I'm just lazy. I don't feel like shutting it off. It has a proximity key, so if somebody were to try to get in there and steal it while it was running, it would go about 15, 20 feet and just die.
Shut down?
Yeah, and just shut down. And I've always wondered what would happen. Like, that would be so embarrassing. Not only do you get caught stealing a Prius, it's one that's going to die 15 feet after you start driving it away.
A Prius has a heater?
Right. Believe it or not, it's an electric heater.
All right.
It's actually really nice because it heats up really fast. I'm just saying. Right. Okay. Next one here. A woman nicknamed the Rooftop Ninja by police was discovered living inside the sign of a grocery store in Midland, Michigan. Contractors stumbled upon her hidden dwelling, complete with a mini desk, flooring, pantry, houseplant. Wow. After tracing an extension cord on the roof, police were called to investigate the unusual situation and offered the woman housing assistance, which she then declined. Despite having a job, she was asked to leave and was trespassed from the store. The grocery store, Family Fare, opted not to press charges and is assisting her in retrieving her belongings.
So it was a big pyramid. I saw this online last night. Big pyramid sign over the top of a grocery store. Sad story though too.
Is it?
Well, I mean, the homeless problem, it brings it all to, another place. She was really clever, though, in finding a place. They couldn't even, she wouldn't share with them. Maybe she was getting in through the store and just staying there until after it closed, and they didn't know. She wouldn't tell them how she got up on the roof, and they couldn't find a ladder.
I mean, it sounded like she had quite the little setup in there.
Yeah, and she had electricity and a computer, and pretty clever. Hold on.
Any sign of her?
Gosh, that's a bad sign. It's enough to drive a person. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I saw your sign outside and the door was open.
telling you the pressure's really on. Signs all over town.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing property management property maintenance for a property management company, and someone reported animal noises underneath their house. It was a rental home, and I went to figure it out. Figured it was possums or something. Turns out it was an entire family living under the house in the crawl space. They had set up bathrooms. They had tapped into the internet, phone, electricity. They had bunk beds, a TV, coffee table, coffee pot, little portable stove. Man, they had a bizarrely nice setup under there. I mean, they had a dirt floor. Sad. It was that I had to kick them out. What I was told to do was just put a padlock on the door because they weren't home. They weren't there. I think what they were doing was leaving in the morning and then coming back in the evening. I didn't put the padlock on. What I did was I put a note and I said, "Hey, we've discovered you're here, and please, you have until this date to get your stuff out." And so then
that's nice. That'd be cruel to not only that they're having that kind of problem, and then you're going to walk them away from their stuff. That's
and they had partitioned off like different bedrooms and stuff underneath too, and one of them was clearly a kid's bedroom with a set of bunk beds and toys, and they had set up hangers, and they hung their clothes. I don't hang my clothes. Yeah. So.
All right, moving on. Police in Germany stopped a man. We got several foreign stories. In fact, we're going to wrap up the show in foreign countries. First, police in Germany stopped a man who was driving while intoxicated twice in 2 days. Second time they nabbed him, they found his blood alcohol level was 10 times the legal limit. 10 times. Wow.
Can you survive that?
No. But I don't know if we'll be able to understand this because we're going to go live to the scene.
Okay.
So you can get a feel for it, okay?
Betrunkenen, rüpelhaften Benehmen strapaziert. Aber sehr wohl die meine.
Ich mache Sie und Sie verantwortlich. Sie greifen jetzt Ihren Freund oder er wird meinen ersten Geburtstag wegen Trunkenheit in der Öffentlichkeit im Gefängnis verbringen.
What do you know about a plane that's arrived with a bunch of Germans on it? Germans. There's a plane with Germans on it.
Ooh, the Germans are mad at me. I'm so scared. Ooh, the Germans.
My parents told me I was a German.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think they meant germ.
I'm a germ?
Shut up, Wesley.
This next one here. A judge in Germany gave a bank robber a 1-year suspended sentence and told him to find another line of work because he's a really lousy robber. The crook stood outside the bank for 3 hours, working up the courage to go in. But then when he put on his mask, he couldn't see because the holes were cut in the wrong place. So he pulled the mask off and walked right past a security camera, then threatened to tell her with a gun-shaped lighter, but she told him to leave. So he did, only to find the cops waiting outside.
All right. 2 from Germany.
I'm a German, you idiot!
It wasn't the German gin.
What is it? German trench helmet. Hope it fits. I had an awful time finding a hiney with your head size.
This is how we say goodbye in Germany.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's the way that all drunk people do it in Germany. They just say that. This is how you say goodbye in Germany, and then they fall over. Last one, we're all the way to Norway, so we didn't travel very far. In Norway, a phone call came into the police emergency line at 1:30 in the morning, but the dispatcher only heard breathing. Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she kept trying to get a response, and when there was no one, she assumed the worst and sent a police ambulance crew to the address of the incoming phone number. When the cops and EMTs got there and rang the bell, a sleepy-eyed man answered the door. He said he didn't know what the crew was talking about, and he hadn't called them. There was no one in the house except for him and his brand-new puppy. Yeah, it turned out that puppy had been playing with his phone and accidentally dialed the Norwegian equivalent of 911.
Conditions is stressed. I speak Norwegian and German.
Oh, okay.
Does that count as one of those butt dials from earlier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. We've taken you around the world and now getting you ready for your weekend.
That's right.
I want to throw out a couple teases as we leave. Chuck, you want to tease those Two Wheel Got Talent ticket one more time and the showtime on Saturday night?
Yep. The showtime is 6 o'clock Saturday at the Chula Center for the Arts. Doors open at 5:30. We're going to have 10 acts. That's going to be great. Those tickets are available at Acres Drug, Valley Drug, the Independent Office, or online at shwilasgottalent.com, kchw.org, our Facebook page. And once again, you can open up the back page of the newspaper or go to any poster around town, and there is a QR code that you can point your camera on your phone at, and the link will pop right up for you. And just click on that link, buy a ticket, donate that extra $5.
All right. Other news, of course, big news. Chewillo Farmers Market opening day for the season. That starts at 11, runs till 3:30. And strangely enough, Chuck will be there with those Chewillo's Got Talent tickets.
will.
Don't forget 10 big acts. Come catch the show and support the arts in Chewillo and watch them win cash prizes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Other than that, Saturday, we've got a Gold Hill Trail work party, 9 to noon. We also have a mushroom festival going on in Kettle Falls. So lots of fun stuff for Saturday.
There is. And tonight, just as a little added bonus, we're supposed to have quite the Northern Lights show.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All
From
right.
our
It's on the radio tonight, too.
On the radio tonight, we have 6 to 8 p.m. is the best classic rock and more with Old Man Mark live here in the studio. And there have been a couple times when he's been on the radio and we get messages like, holy cow, who is that with this amazing music on Friday nights? Excellent. Yeah, people are digging his music. He digs out some deep cuts, man. He gets some cool stuff. Then 8 to 10 p.m. is the psychedelic era with the Hermit. 10 to 11, sticking around with the Hermit for Days of Confusion. So there you go.
Want everybody to have a great weekend. And Chuck, to you, have a great show Saturday night. I'm going to be watching online.
Cool. I'm pretty confident things are going to go great. I'm a little nervous. My first one of these doing this complicated of a thing, but yeah, I think I got a good team behind me. I got good people helping me, so they're going to make us look good.
All right. Other than that, we want you to have a great weekend and keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Concludes the broadcast from World Control.
It's 9:05.
Your KC